Hello, seedlings of light. Welcome back to Black, Gray, and White. I'm Bailey.
I'm Sandy.
And today we're doing vibrational therapy. So this is basically one of the bases that we start into our healing aptitude and journey. And I'm going to go ahead and let you take the lead. She discovered this, of course.
So vibration therapy, I had started reading different books. And one of the books that they had recommended was Power versus Force by Dr. I think it's David Hawkins. And he says everything has a vibration. With that being said, I think we can all go to the two stories. One is your homemade favorite meal that reminds you of home, the smells, cooking, and everybody will say, well, I can't make it the same way. And everybody says, well, did you put the cup of love in it? And that's where the vibration comes from. And so I started really looking at what does that mean to put love into it. And Dr. Hawkins goes into every feeling, every emotion is sent out into the world through the vibration. So we're getting into science, which I do not remember. I had Mr. Kinzer, don't be embarrassed that I don't remember this.
Shout out Whitehall High School.
So don't be embarrassed, but I should have listened. And he actually, they would say, speak a word and it turned into a crystal, and they showed under the microscope what that crystal looked like.
Or like plants, right? Where they had
six could do plants
that they did it nice to, and 6 that they didn't.
Yeah, and Dr. Hawkins did the snow, the crystals. And so in there, he would say hate, and it would be all jaggedy and icky, and then he'd say love, and it would be soft and pretty, or what we would consider visually pretty and what we consider visually ragged, jagged. Let's keep going.
We'll rhyme. We can go ahead and rhyme it out today.
And so with that being said, I started looking at everything. And I was in one of the local marts, and I heard a parent calling her child stupid. And, that just stops you in your tracks. And you just are like, right, it's the fingernails down the chalkboard. This is horrible, horrible. And I tied it to the vibration, and I went, how many times do we call ourselves names? Mm-hmm. So going back to the self-talk and what our subconscious has been taught, whether someone said it to us, whether it was a preconceived notion that the impression we took on. So between putting love in our food to talking to the self-talk is we won't call our children stupid, but we will say, well, that was stupid. This is. Yeah. And that, so why is that acceptable? And I don't think it is. The answer is it's not. And so my challenge this week is to notice how many low vibration terms you say, and you can Google it on the internet.
So low vibration is anything that would be conceived to be a negative connotation. Stupid, idiotic, hate, anger, resentment, anything like that.
So emotions. So remember, we have words, emotions, feelings. Are feelings and emotions the same? But know that
same. And then like sound, right? Like all
and
of that.
Sound. Mm-hmm. And even there's the music, right? So some music, it will put you on edge, and that would be a low vibration to you, where Mozart makes you happy, relaxes you. And so looking at vibrations throughout your lifestyle. And so what I did is I Googled low vibration words and found out what really is low vibration. And I'm kind of a jump in with both feet kind of person.
All or nothing.
It is. And so I just removed those from my vocabulary. I don't want any low vibration to be out there. Sarcasm is, unfortunately, I was very good at sarcasm and used it as a defense, and that's low vibration. So I took that out, and it really was life-changing. It was kind of a little hiccupy to go through that.
It's hard to transition into trying to live your life in light and love. And that's the end result that we're getting here. My mom, there's tons of, so I use an app called Insight Timer. And it's for meditation. They have music. And if you go in and you search sound healing, every different hertz level heals a different area. Like you can listen to some hertz that'll heal your root chakra, or some that'll heal your crown chakra. You go through and you
so,
do whole tones.
So whole tones is a Christian based. And so, if you look at your root chakra, that's going to be your groin area. And if you look at your heart chakra, that's going to be your rib cage, your lungs. And so if you're having problems, and these aren't medical solutions by all means, what this does is helps with
realign to the light.
Yeah, it's not a healing process. So don't get me wrong that if you go and do this, you're going to be healed. But it's a really nice life. I've been doing it now for 3 years. And I can say a couple of years ago, I was sitting in my chair, and my big woman chair, and I went, what am I feeling? I was just kind of looking back, and I couldn't pinpoint it, and I finally came to the word content. I was content. That was a really weird place to be. I don't know how many other people have been content, but it was weird because normally you have body aches, something's going on in your life. So with that being said, though, I would like you to think about vibrations. And so if we think about the love that's put in your food by your grandmother, mine was by my grandmother and my mother, and Bailey actually is from her dad because I don't do a lot of cooking. So hers came from her dad's side of the family. But if you look at that, and you think, wow, that's so cool when grandma made me my favorite meal, or whoever made you your favorite cookies, that friend, and how wonderful it was. But then you go, and if people are fighting in the house, if there's arguments, and now you're going to eat that food, that same vibration that the food was prepared in is now going to be digested. And so...
And because I guess maybe we should clarify, love is the highest vibration, right? Like
we didn't go.
So you're raising your vibration to love and light. Like that's the whole
love,
point
joy,
of this.
Peace, harmony.
Is raising it from here all the way up. And fun fact, when cats purr, that vibration actually raises your vibration. So it's good for you to snuggle your cats. You're welcome. It's healthy. It's a health benefit.
If you have a dozen cats, you are really rocking.
It wins to be a cat lady.
It does.
Cheers.
It does. And so know that, like, when you go and you're buying factory products. So I think that's another reason the diets of buying within 100 miles do better, because the gardeners love what they do. They love doing their job.
And you think of how something, so say we buy a frozen pizza at the grocery store. So the tomatoes were picked by lowly paid employees. They were canned.
Oh, you mean they didn't
wage.
have a good morale?
I have never been a tomato picker, so I have low vibration alert. I have never done that, but I'm assuming working for $7 an hour, I wouldn't be pleased. So I'm putting my own connotation on that. So
long hours, hard work,
not very well respected from what I've seen. So people who pick the tomatoes weren't having a very good time. And then it goes to the canning factory, which, people there are not making money either, and then it goes. And so that's just the tomatoes. Now the cheese comes from, a dairy farm where it's mass produced. It goes through all of these cycles. And then not only that, but when you pick it up and you take it to the checker, is the checker at the grocery store very nice? Because if they're negative, then that just went into your food as well. So that's why you try to do less processed, because less people have had the opportunity to put negativity into it.
Yeah, right. I would say that's one of the reasons that 100-mile eating within your 100 miles is so successful, because the dairy farmers like what they're doing. The ranchers are doing it because of they like it, right? Their love of ranching. Mm-hmm. And so that you feel that. Now, how can that be changed? So, not to startle you, but there's a company called Vibes Up. They have a little coaster there that you can put underneath your cups and different things. And
so they put a whole bunch of, let's see how this works. So they put a whole bunch of like crystals in it. Figuring it out. And they put it with high vibration. So they make it with high vibrations.
So it cleanses that product. So you can put it as a coaster to go underneath your cups.
You can sit on it, sleep on it.
So that's one way, right? You can pray over it. I do the prayer because you can put the blood of Christ over it, and let's face it, that's just the go-to for everything. He cleans everything and makes it love and harmony and the highest love there is.
And I believe that if you just put white light over it, that darkness cannot live in white light. So
that is true. True. So just keeping that in mind, that now if you cook with love and you don't cook with love, the opposite. Just thinking about that and putting that perspective out there, that vibrations go into all inanimate objects. Everything's picks up whatever that vibration is. And then you think about, as a parent, right? How do you want that love? So when you are, the last video was loving yourself, and we're talking about the kids and giving them that 5 minutes chillax time before bed. It's like if you also take that time, and even though they're being rowdy, but you put on a peaceful melody, whatever that means to you. I have a Christian song that I rock out to, and it just really helps me. It just brings my whole world into perspective and realigns it. But if you're doing that and they're not paying attention and you're kind of getting crabby and edgy, that vibration is there, and it does feed each other. So low vibration feeds more low vibration, and now we're getting into the law of attraction. High vibration brings in more high vibration, and we'll do a law of attraction. I have some great stories on that one too, but this one just kind of be mindful.
This is just the basics of vibration. It takes a lot of learning and a lot of listening to your body and seeing how your body reacts, and that's a pretty good indicator on whether it's high or low vibrations. Let us know what you think about this video, and what are some high vibrational things that you do to raise your life up in the light.
Oh yeah, I would love to hear it, because I love talking vibration therapy. So scroll to the bottom, leave your comments and a like if you liked.
blackgrayandwhite1@gmail.com. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Sending all the love and light your way.
Bye.